Okay, guys, let's talk about a little bit something today. It's Friday, the 29th, 1 o'clock. Okay, I'm probably going to be a little brief on this. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. We got riots in Minnesota, and guess what, guys? It's spreading. And lo and behold, where is it spreading? Well, of course, California's jumping on the bandwagon. They can't be undone by, somebody. They did, have some riots recently. Did a little research, so if my research is missing a few, bear with me. Google's, of course, blocking a lot of crap, so. But in 1919, we had Chicago riots, blacks against whites. Didn't go a lot into that as far as Google did, so they didn't give any specifics, but it was a black on white riot. Blah, 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 blah. But that was 2019. 1919. Well, long, long time ago. So, 1992, we had the Rodney King riots in LA. Woo-wee, that was some pretty good stuff. I remember that, and I was just out of high school, so. That was bad dealings there, but we got out of it. 2014, in Missouri, we had I think his name was Michael Brown, killed by a cop, supposedly unarmed. And for some ungodly reason, I remember something happening where they broke a guy's neck while throwing him in the paddy wagon. He fell on a screw or something that jabbed up into his back, and he died on the way to jail. That was another riot, but I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think the Michael Brown may have been that one, but it was in Ferguson, Missouri. So, but for some ungodly reason, my brain remembers something after Ferguson more recently. So, well, again, guys, this is all media turmoil. No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It is a terrible thing that a popo killed a man in what looks like cold blood. Well, according to what I'm hearing, the police union and the internal reviews have already deemed this. Actually, the cops were at fault. They were fired, and now they're probably in the process of being arrested for some type of murder charge. I'm sure that's going to happen very, very soon. But guys, this is another attempt by media to distract us. And, they couldn't hold off on the COVID thing till November, which they were really, really, really hoping the COVID thing would last till November. They was just chomping at the bit, thinking, "Oh my God, it's a pandemic! It's a pandemic!" Well, again, we do have ADD, and one thing that we do also have, and it's a result of capitalism for so long in America, is that we are programmed to want to go to work. We want that slice of American pie, and the only way to really get it is to go to work, earn money, you know, buy a house, you know, wife, family, 2.5 kids, and, you know, 2-car garage. You know, that's the American dream, ain't it? At least that's what it was in the 50s and 60s. But, you know, there you go. We've the media is definitely flexing nuts, guys. If you notice, the only thing really on TV right now is more about the riots and stuff like that. In Houston this morning, I woke up, turned on the news like I always do, looking for the weather. And, you know, first rattle out of the bag is evidently there was an officer shot down in Sugarland by another officer, so it's friendly fire. But the point is, it was another officer-involved shooting. And so what we're going to see on the news now is every single officer-involved shooting is going to make headlines right now. No matter where it's at, it's going to make headlines. They've smelled the blood in the water. Time for the sharks to take a bite. So they're circling the boat as we speak, guys. Unfortunately, we've kind of got a perfect storm rocking here. Me and my wife was talking about it last night and this morning. What's going on is you got a sequestered populace who are tired of being sequestered and being kept in their houses, being kept away from the American dream. They can't go to work. They're already, you know, entering into, you know, a mild form of desperation because they're wondering where their next meal is coming from. They're wondering when where or if they're going to get a next paycheck, and such like that, guys. Will they be kicked out of their home? You know, you got that coupled with the strained racial relations that we have thanks to Obama, and it's a perfect storm, guys. This whole thing, and you know, LA just loves to riot. You know, they're a rebel looking for a cause, guys. They just, the Karens and the liberals and the everything else like that, just they want to chomp at the bit and they want to be protesting anything and everything. And I don't know, guys, maybe this is just one way for them to also, you know, stick it to the man to get out of their freaking houses, you know. Hey, you know, we're in lockdown now, but hey, you know what? My 50-inch screen TV is not big enough. Let's go loot the Target and get a 72-inch, you know. That way we can watch the news bigger and get our marching orders. We got National Guards being called up. And holy crap, guys. We got Al Sharpton, Mr. Black Pimp, disaster, whatever you want to call him. He's just a crisis whore for the black community. Gonna go in there and he's gonna stir that freaking pot. The pot don't need to be stirred, guys. It's like it's in a freaking KitchenAid mixer right now. It's stirring itself up pretty damn good by itself. We do not need Al Sharpton going in there and throwing his weed whacker in there to stir it up some more. But it is what it is, and he's got to go in there and he's got to put his 10 cents in there. Now, what are we hiding? What is the media hiding by this nonstop balls to the wall, nothing but, riots coverage? The latest crisis that, needs to be, plastered on every headline. Well, Donald Trump's just about to launch a bomb on social media where it's going to take away its federal shield from lawsuits. They're going to be now listed as publishers instead of as media outlets that should be shielded, because they're actually, they're editing and they're self screening posts now. They're implementing all these, false blah blah blah, partially false, fully false. This goes against our, community guidelines, blah, 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 blah. So that's happening. We got General Flynn, about to drop a major bomb on the Democrats and the deep state. He's getting ready to leave prison, and I'm pretty sure they're going to take him straight from prison straight to Congress and in a camera, and they're going to be recording every damn thing that man says. And he has no loyalty to the deep state because they actually, they framed him. So I have a feeling he's going to sink that ship pretty bad. Unless, of course, Hillary Clinton gets to him between, the prison and the steps of Congress, which that's always a possibility. Once he's out of jail, federal prison, you would think he'd be safe there, but according to Epstein, we know that's not a safe place. I don't know, guys. We got a lot going on. TSM's watching it, and they're saying that we need to stay vigilant. So it's a good thing we're doing range day tomorrow. But guys, we are living in some strange times, guys. And the need to be vigilant and to keep an eye on that person behind the curtain and watch what the hell he's doing. What was the old statement? Read between the lines and you'll find out what's really the truth. Well, you got to read between what's going on, the headlines. That's where the truth lies. You won't find Trump's executive order on front page. You won't find Flynn's tribulations on the front page. You won't find the fact that almost all of the European leaders in overseas are currently taking hydroxychloroquine. And they were told by their chief medical officers to get on it to keep away the COVID thing. Yeah, y'all didn't know that, huh? So it's not just Trump. You know, all of the heads of state are doing that. So, guys, I don't know, but I felt it before, and it was a false alarm. But the Boogaloo flag is going to fly, and it's going to fly considering the extremes that's going on. Each new thing, each new crisis is one-upping the next, you know? Fucking A. I mean, we had 2 or 3 years of Russian collusion that fizzled out. We had, what was it, almost 8 months of, impeachment trials that fizzled out. We had a pandemic that's fizzling out, and God, I hope that it just turns into flu, guys. We get over it. Everybody gets back to working. Nobody sees everybody's eyes is open to it. We get the statute from Congress that frees up employers, that COVID victims will not sue their employers if they get COVID from going back to work. People's eyes are opened, and they realize that they've been scared of this freaking virus for absolutely no reason. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do know somebody who has COVID. My brother-in-law, a sheriff's deputy, I think he is just now going back to work. He didn't go to a hospital. He didn't go get on a respirator. He sat at his house for 2 weeks and took zinc. And he was actually over it in less than a week. And because the grand old time frame of 2 weeks, the sheriff's department wouldn't let him come back for 2 weeks. He sat at his house playing video games with his kid. So, and I'm going to be honest, he was like terrified of this freaking corona thing. Whenever it first hit, his daughter came from Austin, and she was spending the time at home because she's a hairdresser, and they closed down the salon, so she didn't have nowhere to go. Well, she decided she wanted to take my gun class, so she left her mom and dad, her dad's house, and took my gun class, and Dad wouldn't let her come back. Said no, she had exposed herself to too many people going to the range, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you, there wasn't a damn person in the range with me other than her. And he wouldn't let her come back. She had to go, left the range, went and got her something to eat, and then she drove all the way back to Austin because Dad wouldn't let her come back home. That's how stupid my brother-in-law, the sheriff's deputy, thought this damn COVID thing was going to be. He ended up getting it. And you know what? He got it. He got over it. He sat at home playing video games. Guys, I ain't saying COVID ain't bad to some people. Flu ain't bad to everybody. I mean, yeah, it freaking kills the hell out of people. Especially if you're old and you got a bad immune system. I don't care if you get the flu shot. You're still going to get the damn thing if something wants you to get it. If the flu wants you to get it, it's going to get you. So watch the curtain, guys. Read between the headlines. This, I mean, the boog flag is coming. I'm predicting something bad that's going to fly that flag probably before November. If it don't, thank God. But, you know, I do not foresee the swamp, deep state, libs, and everybody else not going out without a fight. And the closer we get to November, the more desperate this animal becomes. So keep your guns oiled, keep your ammo in your mags, keep your ammo clean, keep your guns clean, guys. We're gonna need them soon. So stay frosty, my friends.